A05, I got us on my way to making checks with double commas. Piling up to blow a couple bags with all y'all. And crush the river, wishing I come back where I'm done. Before I get harm done, hit that lift for my soul.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is King May, and if you don't know, well, now you know. This is 2022, guys, and I've been gone for so long, and I have a lot of things to tell you. First, I'll tell you guys where I've been, so stick around. And I also would like to share a little bit of motivation for you guys for the new year. And I know that a lot of you guys are doing a lot, new experiences or lack thereof, but I'm here. It's currently 6 minutes to 8 that night. So yeah, let's get into this video. So as you've seen, I have short hair. I had to cut my hair due to my feelings. I was in my feelings. I was like, why not? So besides that, if most of you probably have seen my hair already from Instagram. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, please do that at King May, or on TikTok King May, Twitter King May. It's King May. So yeah, so with regards to where I've been, I have literally not a lot of excuses, honestly. So past year I disappeared. I was busy with school. I'm done with school now. And then during the festive season, I decided, you know what, let me just chill. Nobody's paying me to do this YouTube thing. I'm doing it for the love of it. I'm doing it because I have a desire to just make people's lives better in some way or another. But nobody's paying me, so why am I stressing myself? I was like, let me chill. And then after that, there's a lot of chilling. And then this year, I was gonna get into like recording and whatnot. But then I realized I'm still enjoying doing nothing. And I couldn't find a better time to do this. Even now, like I said, it's like almost 8 p.m. And the amazing thing that happened for me this is that immediately after finishing my degree, I got employed. So your girl is employed, and yeah, I owe that to God, and I owe that to everyone around me who supported me. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I'll do like a shout out, but that's like a long list. And if you know me, you know that I deal with finances, creativity, motivation, and so on. I do everything basically. But today I just want to do a little bit of a motivation with you guys. The things that I'm about to say you probably already know or not, but I'm gonna get into it. Alright guys, I'm gonna get into the first part of this video. I hope this is not gonna be a very long video. But the first part I want to talk about is the motivation part. Also, you know that I'm a religious person, so God is my number one fan. I'm God's number one fan, so that's how I roll. So if you don't like God, it's not the channel for you, honey. It's not. It's really not. Like, you're not gonna win here, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but if you're a child of God and you believe and trust in God, this is for you. Like, because this has worked for me, and I believe that I wouldn't be where I am solely on my own wisdom and knowledge, degree for that matter. So yeah, I got you. So a lot of you guys this year, like myself, have either gotten into something new or you haven't. And I talk about finances, something along the lines. I'm not a financial expert. I'm just lending or sharing my views and opinions. So yeah, so some of you are probably not where you guys want to be, and the question is, what now? What's next? What are you gonna do, right? So what I want to say to those people who are like struggling, depressed, just hopeless. At this very moment, I just want to make you guys aware that you are where you're supposed to be. That experience you're in is exactly where you need to be. And if you feel like things should have been happening, you have to question, what have you been holding on to? Some people are holding on to fear, embarrassment, doubtfulness within themselves, and those little things are holding you back from the next step that God wants you to be in. So recently, I'm just gonna interrupt a little bit. I was telling this story to my friend. Recently I've been going to driving school. I'm trying to get my license. Like, can you still see me? Yes, you can still see me. So when I was starting out driving, right, I was a bit tense, and my instructor would literally, while I'm holding the steering wheel, would literally be like, relax your hands, relax your hands. And I find it so difficult. And immediately when I was scared, I would like tense up, right? And he would try to direct his hand to control the steering wheel, to take it in the appropriate lane or whatever, to avoid accidents, you know? And I would tense up. And over time I learned, and he taught me, like, I'm right over here. If I'm directing your steering wheel, I'm trying to take you to the right side, a safe side, right? So in that moment, I realized something. It was like an epiphany of some sort. And I realized that even in our lives, when we are holding on to certain things like that, fear, anxiety, am I even good enough? And not relying on God to, by the way, if you hear sounds in the background, I'm sorry. So like I was saying, sometimes God is trying to direct us, right? But if you're holding on to fear and maybe regret, fear of failure, am I good enough? You do not allow God to take you where He needs to take you. But when you decide, you know what, God, I'm giving this to you. I don't know how I'm going to get to it, but I'm trusting you. And you have to remember, if you're going to rely on God, your actions have to say, I'm relying on God. So for example, if there's like a job interview and you don't think you're qualified, but you've asked God, I don't know, man, like, I don't know, am I good enough for this? I don't know. But I know you got me. You got me, I got you. You know, that type. So when you know that you're not sure, but you've asked God and you've decided to trust God in your endeavors, you'll have the courage, even if the faith is little, just enough courage to walk over there and go for that interview, because you're not trusting yourself to get through it. You're not trusting yourself to get the job. You're trusting in God. And in everything, if you practice that, you're going to see amazing results. Trust in God, rely on Him. Like I said, don't rely on your own intelligence. It's not going to get you far. Because when you have down days, how are you going to deal with that? Because when you rely fully on God, you hardly have down days. But when you do have those hard days, you know that, you know what, God has got me. You can go to Him to cry without feeling low-key guilty because you haven't been talking to Him. You don't have to necessarily always be on your knees praying. Just on your own time, at any place, even in your mind or in your head, you can just talk to Him. So that's that. Another cool example that I got, or an epiphany or a revelation of, is when we have two puppies. They're still tiny, and we have two big dogs, and so they seem to be losing weight after we got them. And me and my dad decided, you know what, we need to separate these puppies in order for them to eat, right? To eat more, not be bullied by the big ones. So that's what we did. The first day we put them in a separate location, they cried for the longest time, right? Because they don't know what's going on. Why am I being separated by my favorite big brother from my favorite big brothers and whatnot? And they would try to escape and whatnot. And after a while, they stopped crying because now we were bringing in the dog food with like gravy and meat and all that, everything a puppy would love, or a big dog. And then they realized like, we winning. So that's where I also got the revelation of sometimes when God doesn't do things that you expect it to be. I don't know how old are you guys? 30s. My viewers are usually from 20s to the late 30s, I think. So you might think that, okay, maybe I should have been at a certain point. All my peers are at a certain point. What about me? And the revelation was sometimes you're separated from everybody else because God has something like really amazing for you, and you need to be a part in order to fully absorb and grow from what He has for you. And when He does that thing, everyone saw you were a part, and there can be no confusion as to how that happened except by the grace and mercy of God. I don't know if you feel me, but I hope I got through to someone. So that's just what I wanted to share with you guys. If you have any thoughts or if you want to add something, you can do that. Now on to the advice. Alright guys, now I'm going to share some advice or more wisdom from myself. That was from God, our Father, Daddy. Yes. Now I'm going to share mine, which are basically still from him, but you know. Anyway, so first I just wanted to say, I repeat, do not stop trying. And the moment you feel like quitting, that is the most important moment of your life where you should keep going. I don't know if that makes sense. You know what? Because you're watching this video, it tells me, if you've made it this far, it tells me that God has something great for you, even if it's nothing church related, whatever. But it means you're so resilient that if life is getting you down right now, God actually has something really cool for you. So the moment you feel like quitting is the time to let yourself know to excel, sprint further than you've been doing. So there is no loss in trying. The only regret of not trying is not trying and finding out what could have been. So yeah, do that. Secondly, I would advise for this year to like try and find yourself. Who are you? Can you explain who you are? Do you know what you want? Like these days we are all so drawn and fascinated by other people's lives, other people's lifestyles, that we feel like we're not where we should be, right? And also on that note, where you are is temporary, right? And the temporariness depends on your decisions. If you're not willing to grow as a person, you might get stuck in that same junior position or whatever, right? In that state of unemployment, in that state of financial frustration, right? So leave what other people are doing. Focus on you, because God has trusted you in the position that you are. You have to prove yourself to be able to do it, to be able to excel in that area in your life. If you're at home right now, do your best at home. Do the best and show God he can trust you with a greater purpose, with a greater level of your life, an upgrade. Because usually when we are at a lower stage or in a state of discomfort, God is... Am I even going to stop talking about God? Like, I don't know, but I don't see a way around God. Find yourself, grow in the area that you are in right now. Lastly, do things that you love. And even if right now you're doing something you don't love, I would encourage you to balance it out with work. Maybe if you need to work, or if what you love is not helping you with be where you want to be financially, for example, find an actual 9 to 5 maybe. And once the screen is shaking. Okay, sorry. So yeah, do what you love, and if what you love is not giving you what you need, do what you got to do and accumulate capital from that, save it to boost what you love. So in that way, some other day you can just say bye BLG. No. Bye GLB. So yeah, that is my advice for 2022. I hope if you've made it this far, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and share for a little bit of a encourage someone, you know. So yeah, till next time. I don't know when I'll be back. I'll just surprise you. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.